Hello everyone. Hello everyone. I was about to do actually I did the recap. I have a video, but the editing app that I use to edit the video after I finished with the recap, it was not working, so I decided to do a live instead of missing to the recap. It's going to be short. I did 4 trades today and 2 of them worked, 2 of them didn't. The ones that didn't work are kind of interesting. So let's take a look at it. So here is my first entry. This is my first trade. I entered with 6 contract and wanted price to drop a little bit lower to add one more. My stop loss was below this swing low, which is also a is it also a 5-minute low? Yes, it's also a 5-minute low, so my stop loss was here. After I enter, price moved a little in my favor, but it didn't took this swing high, which I don't know, but then it started to move aggressively against me and it was about to stop me out. I actually thought for a second that I was going to get stop out, but then price reversed doing a higher low. Good. I took partial at a 1-to-1. The actual target was high of day, but since 1-to-1 was so close, then I took partial. Now I have 7 contracts, so I took 4 at a 1-to-1. Move my stop, my original stop, which was below this low. I move it to break even, and then my next target, I had 2 more targets. My next was a previous high day, which was at 752, just a little bit above this swing high of day. And then the other one was at Friday's high, which was at 765. $65 was around here. So I got stop out on break even. Also, Trump was talking at 10. So that's probably what happened. A little spike that stopped me out. Then price moved in my favor. So I was done with that trade. Now, ES was a little bit more balanced than NQ, but NQ continued doing higher lows and higher low. So I definitely was looking for something for more upside. And after I saw this climax and immediate reverse doing another higher low, I decided to enter for more upside, a little bit higher. I could have waited for price to move a little bit lower, but I was targeting a 1-to-1 and a 1-to-1 was close to high of day. So I entered there, I put my stop loss here. I got stop out again. This has been happening for the past 2 weeks. I got stop out and then immediately price moved in my favor. I re-entered the trade, stop loss at this swing low. And this trade hit the target. Good trade, very fast, less than 4 minutes. Now, by this time, I believe ES was taking low of day. That's it. Yes, by this swing low on ES take low of day. And I was expecting a reversal. Actually, this swing low also took low of day on ES. So I was expecting a reversal. I had bullish bias and I was expecting a reversal after ES took low of day. And since I see this strong reversal on NQ and high and low, I liked it. And then I entered, got stop out, but the idea continued working. So I re-enter and then this trade worked. However, it was like I saw like a weak try from the buyers because we continue doing lower highs. And ES, like if I were to reverse, then I want strong move to the upside and it wasn't that strong on ES. So I saw this opportunity. This is an inverse fair value gap. I enter here with 2, added 1 more here. But look at this. This is my last trade of the day. So I enter there. I enter here. I enter here, add 1 more. Price balance a little. And then start moving in my favor. But look at the 5 minute. Look at the 5 minute, how nice it looks for more downside. So we do an outside candle. We do an up close outside candle with no continuation, doing a lower high. For me, that's very bearish. And look at this 5 minute, how this 5 minute close to its low. The thing here is that 90% of my target are 1-to-1. But since this swing low was so close to 1-to-1, guess what I did? I put the target at this swing low. Only to realize that price hit I think that's coincidence, that's luck. Even if this trade would have worked, it's kind of luck. So because look, the 1-to-1, it's at 716. This candle low, it's 716. So in the papers, this trade worked, but because I decided to put the target at this swing low, because this is the most dangerous way of thinking that I can have, just because it's so close. I remember a trade where I was, let's say, similar to this one, but instead of being short here, shorting this, I was long. So instead of putting my stop loss here, I put it like 2 points above that swing low. And then I got stop out. Price never took that swing low and then reverse. And it's, you say like, how is that possible? Well, I always say that whatever can happen will happen. So it's completely my fault. And yeah, price hit 716, which was my 1-to-1. Honestly, I thought, since I was looking the chart like this, kind of far from like this, I thought 1-to-1 was kind of at this level. And then I say, well, if we drop all this, we would take that swing low, but it didn't. And then I never move. I don't as of now, I don't move my stop loss to break even. Only on this trade, because on the first setup, because that's something else. That has nothing to do with this strategy. That's something else. That I already have enough data that is telling me that if I start to, instead of closing the position at a 1-to-1, maybe I can have a little bit more of that move if I move the rest of the contract to break even and then target another PDRA higher, then that could work. But that's, like I said, something else. That's why here I'm saying that I don't move my stop loss as of now. And well, I got stop out. Look how strong price reverse. But that was my 4 trades of the day. 2 wins, 2 long, 2 wins, 2 loss. And negative for the day, $20. That's probably because of the commission. Because with so many contracts, yeah, commission can be cruel. But again, the first trade, enter here, exit, partial, around here, move my stop to break even, price stop me out, then move to my best target, let's call it that, and then here, enter for more upside after we do this, and we left this inverse as well. Got stop out, price stop me out by, how much is that? That's 4.25 points. But since it's not the first time that this happened, I'm somehow getting used to it, because last week that happened almost every day. Then I re-enter again, stop loss here, target 1-to-1, beautiful. This is what I was expecting here, but it didn't happen. And then this small short, which we can argue that it did work, but at the same time, I don't know. Yeah, that was it for today. I did this recap live because the editing program that I used to edit the videos, it's not working. So I decided, why not do it live? Still, it's going to stay recorded. So that's it. 4 trades today. It was, at the opening it was kind of slow, but then it started to move a lot. But by the time it started, I finished here, this is my last trade, and by the time I stopped trading, that's when price started to move. I think it took I just took high of day again, probably all-time high, and then reverse, and it took low of day, it took Friday's 4-hour low. But yeah, it was, the price on the PM session was way more aggressive than in the morning. I don't trade the PM session. But yeah, that was it.